Whenever they used to take bodies in procession, nobody would tell us what it is really. They all say, oh, this is some deity. They would save us from really knowing what it is. And people are not happy behind them. Usually any procession goes, some Ganesha is taken in procession, there are people dancing. So that was bugging the mind for a long time. So one day in the school, I discovered that people will die when they get old. So I thought, now who is going to die? I saw my grandmother, she's the oldest person in the house. Now I know she will die. Then I wondered, how will I live without her? Because I was very much attached to my grandmother. She'd never get upset. She's always chanting Shiva, Shiva, Shiva. Very kind and very devoted. Tell nice stories and take me to the temples. So I discovered she was the person who will die first and body won't come back. So evening after 6 o'clock, when the sun sets, then I get worried. So then everyone goes to bed and I first act as though I am sleeping. I used to sleep very close to my grandmother in the same room. So I'll get up and I will sit and watch her snoring. All night she will breathe. She has a big tummy. The tummy will go up and down. In the snoring there is rhythm, you know. People sort of and then they stop for a while. Then I will go and shake her. She would again snore. So the whole night and I'll watch the tick, tick, tick. 2 o'clock. Now, time would go so slow. So I patiently watched the whole night. But in the morning by 4:35, I would fall asleep. I would have watched for many months. So watching the breath is from the beginning. And again morning I would have to go to school. So I won't go to school unless I do my puja and everything. In the morning I would feel sleepy. How do I say to somebody that whole night I am watching somebody breathe? Or I sit in a bus, I'll fall asleep. In the scooter sometime. Sometime I would not do the homework. Then if at all I take a book and I read 2-3 pages, I'll fall asleep. We had a teacher whom we had to copyright the same thing so many times. And if you don't write one day, you will be punished. They'll just hit your hand like this. So this teacher would do it, mostly many people, but when he would hold my hand to hit, somehow he could never do it. I was ready. He could never punish. I will just look at him, he would never be able to punish me. So all the other students will make a big fuss about it. Why you are not punishing? Why you punish everybody else? And he would say, oh no, he is very delicate, his hands will break or something like that. He couldn't find an explanation. Then he will drop and just laugh.
I will go here and here and here and all the places in the world. Will you bring for me coins? Yes. Will you bring for me stamps? Yes.
Then they all call me liar, So I would just put a long face. Okay, I'm a liar, what do I do? Very difficult time. Then I will walk into a library, simply go walk. And when I go into library, I see any book, I feel that, oh, this book, I know this, I know this, I know this, I know all the time. Sometimes I feel I know all these books, everything, all this knowledge. So I'll just read all the names of the book and come back, and not one single book I would pick up and read. So people, you went to library, which book have you read? I have no answer. Elders think we should be like other children. See, they all play, go and play. Do things that they all do. Then I had to see that people don't see I am abnormal. I had to adjust with everybody. Meaningless conversation. Football match and cricket match. Which movie star did what, where? All these talks. It would never get into me. People talk, I would think something. Many times as a child I wondered I'm in the wrong place. Nobody seemed to know, think big or think about the life, the world and the divine, nothing. Kicking the ball from this end to that end, it would be so meaningless to me. I could not kick a ball. The football will come there, I will just stand watching my leg. I could not kick the ball. So I stand like a statue. This leg cannot kick anything, let alone the ball.